guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is Vlogmas Day 14. No, what's today? The 15th. No, so today is Vlogmas Day 15. Welcome back. I'm getting my days mixed up because I think I'm just running ragged at this point. But you see I'm in the comfy chair, so that means we're gonna have a nice little chit chat. Not too long, not too long. I just was thinking about this on the way coming back home from work. And if you haven't tried these are so good. Oh my god. These little fake things. The raspberry flavor, poppin'. Anyway, so just two things came to mind. The first one is, and I've seen this like on Instagram, I've seen it all over the place, and I never actually asked myself this question, but it's a really good question, and it gets you thinking, and it's, what would I tell my younger star? What would I tell my younger self? Right? And the only thing that I can really think is to tell her to just be herself. I can honestly say that that is something that I struggle with on a daily basis. And for people who know me, they might find that a bit odd to hear, but it's the truth. Because a lot of times we wear different masks. We wear masks for different reasons. You know, when you're in the workplace, you wear one mask. When you with a certain group of people, you wear a different mask. When you're around maybe your family, you know, you shouldn't, but you wear a different, you see what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of times we hide in ourselves, and I would tell her to just stick to her true, authentic self. Because when you do that, you feel good on the inside. When you wear a mask on a consistent basis, you're hiding who you actually are. And that's just not going to help you. It's not. You're going to be the only person who's miserable because you're not being who you really were meant to be. And the older I get, that is something that I really, really find that I should have just did a long time ago. I should have definitely did that a long time ago. I'm naturally an extrovert. Like, I don't have a problem talking to people or anything like that. But a lot of times I find that I curb myself a bit. Like, I curb my own enthusiasm because, you know, being so outlandish and, you know, being one of them people that don't really care what she say, you know, not necessarily being mean about things, but just talking. I'm a very blunt person. I'm gonna tell you how it is, you know, straight up the top. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people respect it. I would respect somebody being super blunt with me because it's like, okay, I know when I talk to them, I'm not getting no BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting raw and uncut. But a lot of people can't handle that. They find that it's a little too raw for them. So I've been like, okay, well, if it's too raw, then don't ask me because I'm gonna give you the answer, and it might not be the answer that you want to hear. And it's not that I judge people or I talk down to anybody. It's just I'm telling you the truth, and I can't help if the truth hurts. I ain't write that. Somebody else did. Okay? So I would definitely tell her, stick to your truth no matter what. Because people are going to try to change you. People are going to try to get in your head. People are going to try to project their fears onto you. People are going to try to tear you down. Especially when you are a creative or somebody who likes to think outside of the box. You're going to have a bunch of naysayers that's always going to be like, oh, that's not going to work, or you can't do this, or what makes you think you can do this, or you don't have no experience, so what are you trying, you know what I'm saying? You're always going to have somebody that's just trying to be like in your head, trying to tear you down, and then you got to look at the person, like consider the source. My mother always says this, consider the source. The person that is telling you this, what are they doing? What are they doing that is so special that they have the authority in their head that they're like, okay, I can tell you what you should and what you shouldn't be doing. If you're not helping me, you're not paying my bills, there's nothing that you could tell me. Like, you could give your advice. I probably won't necessarily take it. It really depends on what it is because I don't ask many people for advice, number one. And it's not because I don't want to hear something like that I may already know the answer to. I'm not one of them people. You know what I'm saying? If I know if something is wrong or something shouldn't be going on, I know all of that kind of stuff. But it's just that a lot of times when you ask people advice, they don't know how to keep it in like a friendly advice type category. It kind of goes left into, instead of, oh, I'm giving you advice on maybe how you can do something, it switches into why you shouldn't do something. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something that they don't understand or something that they don't have experience with, like I said, they're just real quick to tell you that you can't do something. And I never understood that concept. I feel like you should be a cheerleader for anybody. If somebody comes to you with a great idea, even if it's something that you never thought of or something that you think is like mad wild, so what? So what? If it's not hurting you, it's not bothering you, what difference does it make what they're doing with their life? If it makes them happy, let them rock out. If it flops, it flops. but it's not your problem to worry about, you know? So that is what I'm trying to do more of now, is just be me. You either like it or you don't. I hope you do, because I'm a fun person. I really am a fun person once you get to know me, you know? And once I get to know you. I used to have this thing, and it's weird because being a Scorpio, most of us don't trust very easily. But there is a vast majority that actually does. And we trust a little too soon. And I've made the mistake of doing that plenty of times. Trusting people who I thought had my best intentions at heart. Somebody who I thought was my friend. People who I thought was my friends. And then they turn around and backstab you. You know, for one reason or another. Like, I'm not going to get into it because that's not this type of video. That's not what we're doing. Like, I'm over all of that stuff. I remember, right? But I'm learning to just kind of not trust so easily. Still struggling with it a little bit, but you know, because it still happens, but I'm human. What can I do about it? I like people. Sometimes. But yeah, so I'm learning to protect my peace a bit more. I will tell her to do that. Protect your peace wholeheartedly. Whatever peace looks like to you. I don't care if that's drinking every single day. If that's what you need to do. If that's what you want to do. If that's what makes you happy. Rock out. If dancing is it. Do it. Stick to it. Stick to it early. I try to pump that into Aaliyah all the time. Like, Aaliyah wants to be a singer. Fine. I'm happy for that. I'm happy that she discovered that that's what she wanted to do at such an early age. So now all she has to do is just put the work into it and stay on that path. And, you know, she may actually achieve what it is that she's trying to achieve. I will stand behind her 100%. I have no issues with that. And then I think the last thing that I would tell my younger star, however you want to say it, is don't ever give up. Like, don't ever give up on something that you feel is a dream for you. I don't care how old you get. If, as I said, being a singer, or, you know, if somebody wants to be an actor, whatever the case is, if you feel like, okay, you're 50-something years old, 60-something years old, and you think it's too late, or somebody, maybe you want to go back and get your degree, but you're like in your 40s. So what? As long as you can read and write, you can get a degree. If that's really, you know, what you want to do. Don't worry that, oh, I'm going to be the oldest person in the classroom. Do it online. Like, you know, people love to make excuses about why they can't do something, you know, and you really don't have to. If you don't want to do something, just be like, I don't want to do it. Don't say I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z. Because a lot of those excuses, in my opinion, are just BS. I'm not going to say it's laziness, because you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But if the resources are there, I say take advantage of it. You know, I should take advantage of it. That's just me. That's how I think. You know, when I first started doing YouTube 2 years ago, I was nervous. I was terrified, because I was like, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to get on here and do? And people were telling me that, oh, you can talk about this. You know a lot about this, so you could do this. But I didn't see that in my head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that vision, like, okay, no, I can actually do that. I didn't see that for myself. So until I saw it, I couldn't do it. Like, I could have been started YouTube. I was on it enough, but I was watching other people's dreams, never knowing that, okay, this is something that I actually would like down the line. And now I'm to the point where I just want to do it full time. Like, I don't even want to work a regular traditional job. I want to do YouTube as my full-time job. And then, you know, some other things on the side. But wasted too much time, because I just wasn't thinking that maybe I wasn't good enough, or thinking that, you know, people wouldn't watch, or, you know, I wouldn't get subscribers, or whatever the case was. Whatever it was that I was putting into my head, whatever negative thoughts I was putting into my head was enough to keep me down. And that was the wrong thing to do. When I first got that itch to do it is when I should have did it, and I shouldn't have worried about any fear, because that's exactly what I did once I finally did get up the courage to start the YouTube. You know, and the beautiful part about YouTube, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, is if you don't like what you film, don't post it. It's just that simple. It's not like it's live. Now, you do have the option of going live on YouTube, but I'm not doing that right now. But if that's something that you want to do, you can. In the meantime, you're filming just like this. You're just talking to a camera. You're talking to a machine. The machine can't talk back. The machine can't boo you. It can't yell at you. It can't anything. So just film, talk, do whatever you want to do. If you like it, you post it. If you don't, you refilm it. Simple. Now, the next thing I was thinking about is, I try to do this every year. I just don't really talk about it much. We get ready to go into a new year, right? So y'all saw the other video, we got rid of hair products. There's a lot of other things that you should be leaving in the previous year if it didn't do you any good. So what I hope to accomplish in 2023 is just more of the place that I'm at mentally now. Like, I'm at peace, you know, with certain things that I used to struggle with. And now I'm diving like headfirst into YouTube. So I hope, like, the goal is to continue to just grow the YouTube channel and, you know, and let y'all really get, not a glimpse, because I'm going to give y'all all of it. Just let y'all see what Star really is, what she's really about, things like that. You know, that's really all my focus is. Just growing my career. However that may go. It could be from a 9-to-5 point. It could be from a YouTube standpoint. It's just whatever God has planned for me. I'm just wanting to go forward now. I don't want to focus on negative things. I don't want to focus on past things. I don't want to focus on anything that is taking up too much of my energy. I can't do it. I cannot afford to do that. I can't. I always used to hear when I was younger, like, I would hear a lot of older people say stuff like that. And, you know, like, oh, what was one of the sayings? Something like, I don't know, whatever it is. But whatever it is, I just know I can't do it anymore. Like, I feel like I'm at an age to where I can't entertain certain things that I did when I was younger. And I feel like you really don't have to wait until you get older to have that epiphany. Like, you could be in your 20s and realize, you know what, I'm not dealing with that no more. There's nothing wrong with that. I just got to it now because I tried to be, as weird as it sounds, I tried to be a people pleaser for so long, but I wasn't pleasing myself. And that's a problem. Like, when you finally get to that point where you realize that you're putting yourself second or you're putting yourself last, I'm telling you, your life will change. Because you're like, oh, I was doing it wrong all this time. All this time. Holding on to certain types of grudges, having certain people in your life, doing the same stupid thing over and over and over again and getting the same stupid result. But then you finally realize, and you have that, I'm telling you, when you have that light bulb, when you have that break and it goes off and you wake up a new person. I kid you not. And it's not, you don't even have to win the lotto or nothing like that. I mean, although it will help, obviously. But I'm just saying, when you finally have that aha moment for yourself, not something that somebody else put into your head, not something that somebody else told you to do, something that when you come to your own realization that, yo, I'm the ish. And it's not a cocky statement to say. I'm saying ish because I don't want to curse. I don't want, you know, the YouTube flags and all of that. When you come to the realization that you are the ish, nobody can tell you nothing. And that's just the way I feel. As I said, it's not a cocky statement. I think you have to be a little cocky in order to succeed in life. Just like you have to be a little crazy to also succeed in life. Because this world is already crazy. So if you can't mesh with them, they're going to run you over. Right? You have to be a little cocky. And the reason I say that is because you are always going to be your biggest promoter. You're always going to be your biggest cheerleader. You want to start out doing certain things like YouTube. You know, I don't know, maybe you want to start your own business, you want to do this. Like I said, you're going to always have somebody in your head. That person that's in your head that's trying to talk you out of it, that's not a supporter. That's not a cheerleader. So you got to support you. You got to promote you. I'm going to promote myself every chance I get. All over my social media platform. People are going to get sick of me because that's all I'm going to post is about me. It's not about me being cocky. It is simply about trying to grow my brand. How else am I going to do that if I don't post it so that people can see it? So yeah, I'm going to post my videos. I'm going to big up myself. Right? When I get my email saying, okay, you reached this many subscribers or you reached this many views or whatever, or here is your year in review, things like that, absolutely, I'm posting it. You don't want to see it, unsubscribe, unfollow me, because I'm posting, I'm boasting. God is blessing me, and I'm sharing my blessings, and that's it. I'm not going to sit here and thank him silently. For what? No, I'm going to boast about it. I'm going to boast because he didn't have to do what he did. It would be a slap in the face. And I think I said that before. It would be a slap in the face to not publicly thank him. Yeah. So I hope I'm not coming off like, you know, mean in this. Because I'm not upset. I'm chilling. It's just the way my demeanor is. My demeanor is definitely like, when I get in my serious mode and I'm talking, I'm very focused. That's what we doing. So, that's pretty much it. I'm going to just go and enjoy this little fig bar while I determine what I'm going to eat for dinner. I get to work from home for the next 2 weeks. So I'm very happy about that. Because that's going to help with vlogmas. I get to start filming a little bit earlier. I'm trying to just like pace myself every day. I'm just like, okay, it's the 15th, then we got the 16th. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And it really is not that long if you think about it, because we're supposed to film until the 25th. That's next Sunday. It's really only a little over a week, but it just seems like it's a lot in terms of filming, you know. But that's all right. I'm enjoying it. I'm proud of myself. I said I was gonna do it this year. I'm doing it, and that's where we have with things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I mean, if you made it all the way to the end, like I said, you might as well. You might as well, right? And that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Vlogmas day 16. We're moving, guys. We are moving fast. You better get on a train. Bye.